Hi everybody, we're going to go ahead and start on chapter 10 in Shurley grammar. We're going to be classifying pattern 1 in 2 sentences. They'll be mixed up, so we need to really pay attention to what the core patterns are of the sentences. We're going to go ahead and start with a little review. Remember that pattern 1 sentences have the subject, noun, and then the verb as their core. And pattern 2 sentences have a subject, noun, verb transitive, and then a direct object following it as its core. So it's a noun, that is an N. A noun, a verb, and another noun. Because remember, a direct object is a noun job. It's another noun job, okay? So noun, verb, noun is going to be pattern 2. So let's classify the sentences together and practice doing this a little bit. Let's read this one. Number 1, my family will vacation in a beach house in North Carolina. First of all, do you see any prepositions? In, preposition, in what? In a beach? No. In a beach house. Yes, in a house. Object of a preposition. What type of house or what kind of house? A beach house. Adjective. Article, adjective A. Put our parentheses around that whole prepositional phrase. Sorry about that. Do you see any other prepositions? In again, in what or in where? In North Carolina. Let's just put our object of the preposition label over this whole thing because North Carolina is the name of a place. Put your parentheses around in North Carolina. Let's read the sentence without those. My family will vacation. Who will vacation? Family. Subject, noun. What is being said about family? Family will vacation. So we've got a verb phrase here, helping verb. Vacation is your verb. And let's go over here. We've got to take care of this word, my. Whose family? My family. Anytime you answer the question whose with one of these words, it's a possessive pronoun adjective, PPA. All right, let's look at the sentence pattern. We don't have any direct objects in this sentence or verb transitive, so it's a pattern 1 sentence. Pattern 1. So let's label it subject, noun, verb. Pattern 1. Check. Let's go to the end of the sentence. Period, statement, declarative. Go to the verb. Now when you have a verb phrase, remember you put your line before the helping verb. Underline your complete subject once, your complete predicate twice, which is going to be will vacation in a beach house in North Carolina. Good job. All right, let's do the next one. We will take sand toys and beach towels with us. Do you see any prepositions? With, preposition, with whom or what? Us. Object of a preposition. With us is your prepositional phrase. Let's put parentheses around it. Let's read the sentence without that. We will take sand toys and beach towels. There are no more prepositions, so let's start with our question-answer flow. Who will take sand toys and beach towels? We. Subject, pronoun. What is being said about we? We will take. Helping verb again. And take is your verb. Now let's ask the question what? We'll take what? We're going to be taking sand toys and beach towels. We'll take what? Toys. Because sand just tells what kind of toys. Is your direct object. And we're also taking towels. So it's another direct object. When you have 2 of something, they're compound, so you put your C in front of that to show that it's a compound direct object. And we're going to label and C for conjunction. What kind of towels? Beach towels, adjective. What kind of toys? Sand toys, adjective. All right, now because we have direct objects, the verb becomes a verb transitive. So you put a dash and a T or a hyphen and a T. And you ask yourself the question, is we the same thing as their direct object, toys and towels? Are we, toys and towels, the same thing? No, they're not. It's just a question we ask. You'll understand it in about 2 chapters. Okay, now let's go ahead and label our sentence patterns. Subject, noun, verb transitive, direct object, pattern 2, check. Let's go to the end of the sentence. Statements. Period, statement, declarative. Sorry about that. Go to the verb. Divide your complete subject from your complete predicate and underline your complete predicate with 2 lines, just like this. Now remember your simple subject is we and your simple predicate is just the verb, will take. Sometimes sometimes some of you are still struggling on the test with when you take the test. Identifying the simple subject is just the subject by itself, and the simple predicate is just the verb by itself. And if it's a verb phrase, you need to also include that helping verb. Okay? All right, let's go to the next page. The beach house is built up on tall beams in the sand. First, let's look for prepositions. I see up, preposition, up. Ooh, up what? There's no object of a preposition, so that must be an adverb. What about on? That's a preposition. On what? On beams. Object of a preposition. What kind of beams are they? Tall beams. Adjective. Let's put our parentheses around that. Do you see any other prepositions? In what? Sand. Object of a preposition. Article, adjective, the. Put your parentheses around it. Now you have the beach house is built up. Okay, the beach house is built up. What is built up? Beach house or house. Subject, noun. What is being said about house? Is built. Now remember, is one of your helping verbs. So we're going to label that HV for helping verb, and built is a verb. And what kind of house is it? Adjective, article, adjective, the. All right, we don't have any direct objects here in this sentence, do we? So it is a pattern 1 sentence. Subject, noun, verb, pattern 1, check. Go to the end of the sentence, period, statement, declarative. Oops, I already marked the verb, but now you're supposed to go draw your line between the complete subject, the beach house, and your complete predicate, the end of the sentence. Now, if I ask you what's a simple subject, house. What's the simple predicate? Is built. Okay? All right, on the front, a large balcony overlooks the sparkling ocean on the front. It's talking about on the front of the house. Do you see any prepositions? How about on? On what? On the front. Object of a preposition, article, adjective, a. Let's put your parentheses around on the front. Are there any other prepositions? I don't see any. Okay, so let's look at the sentence without that prepositional phrase. A large balcony overlooks the sparkling ocean. What overlooks the sparkling ocean? Balcony, subject, noun. What is being said about balcony? It overlooks, verb. Overlooks what? Overlooks the ocean. So you do have a direct object. So when you're asking, you have to ask yourself, overlooks what? And that will tell you if you have a direct object. So let's go back to our verb and change it to verb transitive. And let's ask ourselves some questions here to find out what sparkling is. What kind of ocean? Sparkling, adjective. The, article, adjective. What kind of balcony? Large, adjective. Article, adjective, a. Now we need to ask ourselves, is balcony the same thing as ocean? Is the balcony and the ocean the same thing? No, they're not. All right, so let's go ahead and label our sentence. Subject, noun, verb, transitive, direct object, pattern 2. Check. Let's go to the end of the sentence. Period, statement, declarative. Let's go to the verb. Go right to the verb and draw a line in front of it. Balcony. Underline your complete subject once and your complete predicate twice. What is your simple subject and simple predicate in this sentence? Balcony is your simple subject. Overlooks is your simple predicate. All right, the next sentence, number 5. We will take our dog with us on vacation. Do you see any prepositions? How about with? With what or whom? Us. Object of a preposition. Put parentheses around it. Do you see any other prepositions? On. On what? On vacation. Object of the preposition. Let's put our parentheses around it. What do we have left? We will take our dog. Who will take our dog? We. Subject, pronoun. What is being said about we? We will take. Another verb phrase. HV, helping verb for will. Verb, take. Take what? Take our dog. Direct object. So we change our verb to verb transitive. Is we and dog the same thing? No, not the same thing. How about our? What would that be? Whose dog is it? Ours. Possessive pronoun, adjective. Let's do our sentence pattern. It's going to be a subject, noun, verb, transitive, direct object, pattern 2. Let's go to the end of the sentence, a period, statement, declarative. Go to the verb, and in this case we have a verb phrase, will take. So we're going to go and draw our line right in front of that and underline the complete subject once, the complete predicate twice, and you're done. I will ask you, what's your simple subject? We. What's your simple predicate? Just the verb, will take. Good job. Now, in your workbook, you have some of these exercises, so we'll do this together. I'll show you how to do it kind of quick. Read the sentence and decide if it's pattern 1 or pattern 2. Can you do this without classifying the whole thing? Yes, you can. Let's read the first one. The hot sun burned my skin today on the beach. So if you can find the verb, find the action, which is burned. What's happening in the sentence? Burned. There's your verb. Then just ask yourself the question, what? Burned what? Skin. There's your direct object. So if you have an answer to the question what after the verb, you know you've got a pattern 2 sentence. So I'm going to write pattern 2 in the blank. What about this one? Mom gave me aloe for my sunburn. Mom gave me what? Aloe. Direct object. And this is a Now, Miss Kathy made a mistake on this one. I'm going to go ahead and call it a pattern 2 sentence, but we will find out in chapter 11 that this actually is a pattern 3 sentence. So this is a little secret. It's a pattern 3, and it's because it has another word in it called an indirect object. Miss Kathy overlooked. So, see, when you don't check over your work, these little mistakes happen. That's why I'm always telling you, check over your work. I guess I should follow my advice, huh? All right, number 3. The cool green aloe cooled my hot skin. The cool green aloe cooled what? My skin. There's your direct objects. So it must be pattern 2. What about this one? Tomorrow I will stay inside in the cool, shady house. I will stay what? Is there an answer to it? I will stay what? No, so it's pattern 1. Mom and I can lay around on the couches and read. Okay, what's the action? It was lay. Can lay what? Are we laying something around? No, so there's no direct object. There's no answer to the question, can lay what? So it's a pattern 1. Tonight the whole family will walk to the ice cream shop. Okay, what's your action? Will walk. Will walk what? We're not walking a dog. None of that. So there's no answer to the question, will walk what? So that is a pattern 1 sentence. Come with us for ice cream. Okay, come is your verb. Come what? Again, we don't have any direct object, so that's a pattern 1. So this is just a little review. Oops, sorry. We've learned so far that nouns can perform 3 jobs depending on where they are in a sentence. We know that they can be subject nouns. We know that they can be objects of the prepositions. We also know that they can be direct objects. So in this sentence right here, let's see if we can identify all the nouns and then find out what the jobs are. Now, the easiest way to do this is to classify the sentence first. So let's real quick classify this sentence. I know you can do this fast with me. Do you see any prepositions? At what? At dismissal. Object of a preposition. Very good. Any other prepositions? To. To what? To their homes. Whose homes? Their homes. PPA. Possessive pronoun adjective. Do you see any other prepositions? In what? In the rain. Article adjective. All right. Do we see any more? No. All right. The sentence that's left is the students collected their books and walked. All right. Who collected their books and walked? Students. Subject noun. Students did what? Or what is being said about students? They collected their books and they did something else. They walked. You know that when you have 2 verbs, they're compounds. So we put a C in front of that and we label the and conjunction with a C. All right, now we ask ourselves, collected what? What did they collect? They collected their books, direct object. So let's change verb transitive because they're collecting their books. Whose books? Their books. Possessive pronoun adjective. And the only word left to classify is the word the, which you know is an article adjective. They. The. Sorry. Let's draw our line in front of the verb. Now we know there's a direct object there. So let's go through and label or circle all. So why don't we highlight just for fun? Let's underline in yellow all the nouns: person, place, thing, or idea. We've got dismissal is a noun because it's an object of the preposition. Students is a noun because it's a subject noun. Books is a noun because it's a direct object. Homes is a noun. Rain is a noun because they're both object of preposition. So we have 5 nouns in the sentence. So in the blanks for the noun job, you write what the label was. So first one is OP, dismissal. The second one is students, and the label is subject noun. That's the job it's performing, students. The third one is books. DO is the job of that noun, books. So it depends on where it is in the sentence that will determine what the job is. The next one right here is homes, object of the preposition, homes. And the last noun in the sentence is rain. And that is another object of a preposition, OP, rain. So depending on where the noun falls in the sentence will tell you what job it's going to be doing that day or in that sentence. You are fabulous. You've done a great job with your mixed practice, and we will see you again in Chapter 11 where you will learn about a new kind of word or job. It's called an indirect object. And it's pattern 3. So we'll see you then. Bye.